You wake up at 2 in the morning, then again at 4, then again at 5:30. You are exhausted, your brain feels like fog, and you are terrified that your prostate is growing out of control. You have tried drinking less water. You have tried saw palmetto. You have tried prescription pills that leave you dizzy. Yet, every single night, you are forced out of your warm bed to stand over the toilet, waiting for a stream that barely comes. What if I told you that for more than 70% of men over 60, the prostate is not the main villain? What if I told you that the reason you are waking up is actually a fluid dynamics problem happening in your legs and your heart, not just your bladder? My name is Dr. Emily Carter. I am a board-certified urologist with 25 years of experience treating men who have been told that waking up 4 times a night is just a normal part of aging. I am here to tell you that it is not normal, and it is not inevitable. Today, we are going to fix this, but we are not going to do it with standard advice. We are going to use a contrarian protocol that addresses the root cause that most doctors overlook. Let me tell you about a patient of mine named Arthur. Arthur was 66 years old when he walked into my office. He was a retired engineer, a man who respected logic and systems, but he was broken. He told me he had not slept more than 2 consecutive hours in 5 years. He was waking up 5 to 6 times every night to urinate. His wife had moved into the guest bedroom because his constant movement was ruining her sleep too. Arthur had been to 2 other specialists. They gave him alpha blockers to relax his prostate. They told him to stop drinking water after 6 in the evening. He did all of it, and nothing changed. He was convinced he was dying of something sinister. Arthur's problem was not just his prostate. Arthur's problem was what I call the nocturnal flood. And to save Arthur, we had to completely change his understanding of how the male body handles water after the age of 60. To fix this, we first have to destroy the 3 enemies, the 3 myths that are keeping you awake. The first enemy is the belief that drinking less water is the answer. You think that if you dehydrate yourself, there will be no urine. This is a dangerous trap. When you severely dehydrate yourself, your urine becomes highly concentrated. Concentrated urine is acidic and irritating. It agitates the lining of the bladder, causing spasms. So, even if your bladder is only 10% full, the irritation screams at your brain to wake up and empty it. You are drinking less, but you are waking up just as much, and now you are damaging your kidneys. The second enemy is the belief that your bladder is the problem. For many men over 60, the bladder is an innocent victim. The real culprit is something called nocturnal polyuria, caused by peripheral edema. This is the science most people miss. During the day, gravity pulls fluid down into your legs and ankles. If you sit a lot, or if you have mild heart or vein issues, that fluid gets trapped there. You might notice your socks leave a deeper mark in the evening than in the morning. When you lie flat in bed at night, gravity is no longer keeping that fluid in your legs. It rushes back into your bloodstream. Your heart senses this massive increase in fluid volume and panics. It thinks you are drowning in blood. So, the heart releases a hormone called atrial natriuretic peptide. This hormone tells your kidneys to filter out water immediately to lower the pressure. Your kidneys go into overdrive, filling your bladder rapidly while you sleep. You are not waking up because you have a prostate issue. You are waking up because you are draining your swollen legs through your bladder. The third enemy is the healthy evening snack. Many of you eat fruit or carbohydrates in the evening, thinking it is light and healthy. Maybe you have an apple, or some crackers, or a bowl of oatmeal. Here is the reality. Carbohydrates spike your insulin. Insulin causes your kidneys to retain sodium and water. However, when that insulin drops 3 hours later while you are sleeping, the kidneys dump that water. Furthermore, high blood sugar acts as a diuretic. If you are eating sugar or carbs after sunset, you are essentially taking a water pill before bed. Now that we know the enemies, let us look at the heroes. How did we fix Arthur? We did not give him more pills. We used biology. We used a specific evening routine to manipulate his hormones and his fluid distribution. The first hero is compression and elevation. We need to get the fluid out of your legs while you are awake, so it does not come out while you are asleep. The second hero is electrolyte anchoring. Water follows minerals. If you drink plain water, it runs right through you. If you have the right balance of sodium and magnesium, the water stays inside your cells to hydrate you, rather than sitting in your bladder waiting to be expelled. The third hero is antidiuretic hormone optimization. This is the hormone that tells your kidneys to slow down at night. As we age, we produce less of it. We need to signal the body to produce more. So, here is the protocol. This is the exact prescription I gave to Arthur. It consists of 3 steps that you must follow every single evening for 30 days. Step 1 is the leg drain. This happens 60 minutes before you get into bed. I want you to lie on the floor or a couch and put your legs up against the wall or on a stack of pillows. Your feet must be higher than your heart. You must stay in this position for 20 minutes. While you are there, pump your ankles up and down. This physically drains the fluid that has accumulated in your lower body back into your circulation. Your kidneys will process this fluid while you are still awake. You will likely need to use the bathroom right after this session. That is the point. We want that fluid out now, not at 2 in the morning. Step 2 is the fluid cut off and sip. You must stop drinking large volumes of fluid 3 hours before bed. If you go to bed at 10, the kitchen closes at 7. However, right before bed, you are going to take one specific microdrink. This is the mineral anchor. You will take 4 ounces of water, no more than 4 ounces. In that water, you will dissolve 300 milligrams of magnesium glycinate, not citrate, not oxide, but glycinate. Magnesium glycinate calms the bladder muscles and reduces spasms. To this, you will add a tiny pinch of high-quality Celtic sea salt or Himalayan pink salt. Just a pinch. The salt helps produce vasopressin, the antidiuretic hormone that stops you from peeing. It acts as an anchor, holding the fluid in your cells. Step 3 is mouth taping. This sounds controversial, but it is essential. Many men over 60 breathe through their mouths at night. This causes sleep apnea and drops oxygen levels. When oxygen drops, the heart works harder, increasing pressure and triggering that same hormone that makes the kidneys dump water. By using a small piece of surgical tape to ensure you breathe through your nose, you keep your oxygen stable, your heart rate low, and your bladder quiet. There are things that will sabotage this protocol. Alcohol is the #1 enemy. Alcohol inhibits antidiuretic hormone. Even 1 glass of wine with dinner guarantees you will wake up. For the next 30 days, alcohol is 0. The second saboteur is caffeine after 12 noon. Caffeine has a half-life of 6 to 8 hours. It irritates the bladder long after you finish the cup. So, what happened to Arthur? The first week was difficult. His body was adjusting to the new routine. He did the leg drain religiously. By night 4, he noticed he had to urinate a large amount right before bed, which was new for him. That was the fluid leaving his legs. By week 3, the magic happened. Arthur went from waking up 5 times a night to waking up once, just once. He told me he woke up at 4 in the morning, used the bathroom, and went right back to sleep until 7. By week 6, Arthur was sleeping through the night completely, roughly 5 nights out of 7. His energy returned. The dark circles under his eyes vanished. He was not taking any new medication. He simply respected the laws of gravity and chemistry. I am challenging you to try this. Do not just accept that getting old means being tired and incontinent. It does not. Try the leg drain. Try the mineral anchor with magnesium and a pinch of salt. Cut the fluids 3 hours early. Give me 30 days. If you follow this, you won't just save your sleep, you will save your sanity. Your body is capable of healing. You just have to give it the right instructions. My name is Dr. Emily Carter. Thank you for watching, and stay healthy.